here, hey. If you're not, welcome back. We got a review today from the nail polish company Rosalind. They did send us this kit that came in this cute little box with 8 pieces, okay? And I am going to swatch these for y'all really quick just so I can go ahead and get into the design. So, yeah. It came with these little directions as usual, how to remove them, a little DIY nail art, questions and answers, all of those things. And we're going to start with the first color. This is white. This is the color that I'll be using in the design today. So I'm just going to swatch each one for y'all. Some of them will have two swatches, not two swatches, two coats or two layers. Some of them don't. If they do have two layers, y'all see me put it on there 2 times. So the white was only one layer. Then they have this little gray color. Everything that I use in the video will be linked in the description box below, including this 8-piece nail polish kit, and I will make sure I include the discount for you guys as well. I don't know if I'll put it in this video later, so make sure you guys keep watching, or I might put it in the description. So I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, so this nail polish, it was really it wasn't a bad nail polish. It's not, obviously it's nail polish, so it's not going to be good for nail art. It's really kind of runny. It's not on more on the thick side, so that's why a lot of them needed 2 coats, because it was more runny than anything, and some of them were a little bit see-through when you put them on the nail. This is not white. It just looks white when I put it on the nail. It is more of like a cream vanilla type color. And of course this is black, and this is really the only color that I had problems curing. And I want to say is I just probably put like too thick of a coat. So the first coat was fine, but once I put the second coat and I put that inside the lamp, it came out with some wrinkles. So I don't know if I just made it too thick, and the color is a dark color, so it just needs more time to set under the lamp. I put it under there for 30 seconds and it's still wrinkled like that, so I don't know. So these are all of the colors that came in the kit that Rosalind sent me this time. I will make sure I'll leave the link in the description box for the product, and also the discount code somewhere. I will make sure I let you guys know where I leave that at. Now let's go ahead and get into this nail design. I know that's why y'all came here. So I'm going to just kind of let y'all know what I'm doing as I'm doing it, just to keep down on the talking. I know y'all probably don't like when I talk a lot. So I have prepped the nails, I've added the tips, and now I'm just kind of pre-shaping them because I don't want them to be round tipped. I kind of want them to be more pointy, but just not too pointy like I always get them, okay? Next, I'm going to go in with some polygel. I think this is A Siesta from McCart, and I'm just going to apply that to all of the nails. I'm using half and half of 91% alcohol and acetone, just to be able to manipulate the product where I want it to go. And once I lay the product across the nail, I just lightly press down, not too much. I'm not dragging, just pressing, so that all of the product can go in the areas that I want it to go. And then once it goes in the areas that you want it, it will start to set itself and even itself out, and you're just basically there to make sure everything is in the right place, everything is smooth, and nothing is flooding the cuticles. So now that I'm done with the application, I'm going to use my 5-in-1 drill bit. I'm not sure where I got this from. I'll leave the link below. Either Melody Susie sent it with my drill, or I got it from Shein. I'm not sure. I'll let you guys know. Anywho, I'm using this just to go across the surface to even out any dips or humps. So I'm just going to go back and forth, side to side with my drill bit, and just make sure I touch all of the nail, not going up and down or focusing on one spot in particular, just going back and forth until the nail is completely touched and it's ashy, and that way I know I touched everything and everything is even. Whatever I'm not able to get with this drill bit, I will get with my nail file. Using my 80/80 grit nail file just to go in and clean up the shaping and make sure I go over the surface as well to make sure I touch anything that was not touched with the 5-in-1 drill bit. And of course, in order to get the smoothest surface possible, we want to go in and buff everything, every spot, don't miss anything. Okay, so for this design, I'm starting out using the white nail polish from the Rosalind kit and this chrome powder that I got from Temu. It comes with 4 different powders, and I think it was only like $2, y'all. I think. I'll leave the link in the description box below, but yeah, go get this. I like it. So I'm just going to use the white to paint like an abstract type design on each nail. So you guys will see that, I guess, how the white functions, if you need 1 coat, if you need 2. I honestly only needed 1 because I will be covering the white with chrome. But The nail polish is actually really good polish, and like I said, I only needed one coat, so it wasn't necessary for me to go in and show you guys what it looked like with 2 coats, but you kind of saw it on the swatch. Now, the other thing that I am going to try to do with this design, like I said, I am covering it with chrome, but there is a trend going around with I don't know what it's called. It's like the thicker gel, the molding gel, the 3D gel. 3D gel. There it is. There's a trend going around where people do like an abstract kind of design with 3D gel, and I wanted to try that, but I don't have any 3D gel, and I honestly didn't want to order and wait. I ordered some, but I didn't want to wait. So I was like, let me try to figure out how I could do this, these 3D mold type designs without having that 3D mold gel. So that is what we're going to do today. We're going to figure out I'm going to show you guys how I achieve the same looks that you get with 3D mold. And these are the looks that I want to achieve. I want to achieve just the regular kind of design that everybody's doing with kind of the abstract hump over the nail, and then it's kind of like chrome. People are doing that design with really rhinestone glue, but I wanted to try the more defined 3D abstract type thing where it's really more of a circle. I don't really know what to call it, but it's more of a long cylinder type design as opposed to the way that the gel kind of spreads on the nail. It's the other one, it's more 3D. So I want to do it where it's like the gel kind of spreads on the nail, and then I also want to do it where it's more of a 3D type effect. So I'm going to try to show you guys exactly how I got both of those designs without 3D molding gel. So for the first design with the gel and the less 3D effect, I'm going to be using my iGel Beauty rhinestone gel. And then for the second one with the more 3D effect, I'm going to be using my clear poly gel from Macart. And we're going to see what we get. I'm using the smallest side of my dotting tool, and I'm just getting a bit of the glue out of the jar, and then I'm just slowly moving it across the squiggly line of my design where I want that hump to go, or that 3D effect to go. Now, I can't say I recommend, but I don't recommend a jar with the dotting tool. It's probably best to have like a squeeze tube or something. But I mean, this works if you don't have anything else. You just have to be really careful because you don't want those stringy lines everywhere, So if you move too fast, the glue will get, I guess, like I don't know, skinnier. Like it'll be less glue if you move too fast, so you won't get that same thick line, that same thick 3D line effect across the whole entire design. So you just want to keep moving slow. And then when you put the chrome, of course, you want to make sure that you get into the creases really good up against the 3D line, and make sure you get in the creases really good because you don't want the undercolor to show. Now, I do suggest, I think on the only nail I did like this was the thumb. The rest of the nails I did the chrome first, and then I went and did the 3D effect. So the 3D effect was on top of the chrome, so you did not have to worry about seeing that undercolor. Alright, so for the more 3D effect, it's about to get a little messy, but that's okay. You guys can learn from my mistakes. I should have used a spatula and I should have mixed it on a flat surface, but I chose to be difficult and mix it in my fingers. So don't do that. It's just, don't do that. I put a little bit of cuticle oil on my palette so that it won't stick too much and I won't lose a lot of my product on the palette. But I'm basically just going to be mixing this with some acrylic powder, and I just picked up a random acrylic powder. I didn't care about the color because I will be covering it with chrome. So I picked up a homemade acrylic powder that I made, and I'm just slowly mixing more acrylic powder into the polygel and mixing it until it gets to the thick consistency that I want to be able to mold into my 3D design that I want. So for future references, if I do this again, I will be using a spatula and just adding a little bit to the palette and mixing. So it's better if you do it that way. But I just really was experimenting. I didn't know where I was going with this. So I was just videoing or recording myself experimenting. So yeah. But eventually it got thick enough to where I could mold it into the 3D design that I wanted. And I was super excited. So I learned from my previous mistake with the thumb. It was kind of hard to get into the creases. So I just went ahead and did the chrome first on the rest of the nails, and then I went ahead and did the 3D effects and covered that with chrome. Now I'm just going in and adding the rhinestone glue in the places that I want my 3D design to go. So I'm just going along the edge of the line because that's where I'm going to lay my 3D line. Disregard the chrome coming off of my thumbnail. Due to the fact that I'm doing my nails, the chrome is rubbing off and I haven't top coated yet. So I will go back and fix that before I top coat. Okay, so if you guys notice, I'm trying to put a small amount of glue while at the same time putting enough so that the 3D design holds. But I don't want to put the 3D design on there and then the glue under it spreads and takes away from that 3D design, because if it spreads, it'll kind of look like the other design, like all of that is supposed to go together, when in actuality there's supposed to be an under like of the 3D design. I don't know how to explain that, but I don't want the glue to spread, so I didn't put too much. I like this because it was pretty manageable once I got it on the nail. I'm able to shape it like I want to shape it. It's not like hard to move or anything, so I like that. Now my sister did say, oh, it looks like labia lips, so I can't unsee the labia lips on that nail, but I mean the technique worked fine, so next time I'll think about that. So the chrome has to have something to stick to. So I go in with some Beetle's base gel and I just cover the 3D chrome design that I added, so that when I go in and cover it with the chrome, it'll stick. So all the ones like this I did at the same time, and I'm just going to go in and cover them with chrome powder now, right along with covering the extra 3D effect nails with the chrome powder. As you can see, I'm dipping the very tip of the makeup applicator into the chrome and then sticking that tip into the crease of the design, just making sure that I get all the way up in there and cover up all of the white. I'm going to go in with my Tammy Taylor I'm Not Tacky top coat and just top coat all of the nails. I'm going to make sure I use a very thin coat, because if you use too thick of a coat, it can distort your 3D design, because a lot of that top coat can get caught in the design, like up against the sides or whatnot, and then it distorts the shape that you have. So just kind of use thin coats of the top coat. Even if you have to do 2 coats, just use a thin coat first and then go in with another coat. So the last thing I'm going to do is add cuticle oil to my cuticles and the nails, as well as moisturizing my hands. And that's pretty much it for this design. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys go subscribe so you don't miss any new videos that I have coming out in the future. I will be sure to link the discount code for the Rosalind gel kit in the description box below. This discount code is good, I think, until July or August. No, July 31st. So yeah, don't quote me on that. I'll put the dates in the description as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.